The Six Basic Nutrients by Donna Dent. There are 6 basic nutrients needed to maintain homeostasis throughout the body. The first 3 are energy source nutrients. They include carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Carbohydrates, or carbs, are the number 1 fuel source. Foods rich with this nutrient are breads, grains such as rice, beans, and some fruits and vegetables. Proteins are another energy source food, important for tissue growth and repair, also to maintain fluid balance throughout every body system. Meat, dairy, and veggies are high with this nutrient. Lipids. Lipids also provide energy and other nutrients. Triglycerides, or fats, phospholipids, and sterols are 3 types of lipids, with triglycerides being the most common. Macro or energy nutrients. Carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids thought of by nutritionists to be macronutrients. Macro meaning the most needed for homeostasis. These nutrients are all organic, meaning they all contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen to exist. Lipids, however, have one more element that carbohydrates and proteins do not, and that is nitrogen. Micronutrients. Vitamins and minerals are considered micronutrients. These nutrients are needed in smaller quantities to maintain homeostasis throughout the body systems. However, vitamins and minerals are not the same type of nutrients. They differ in many ways. Vitamins are organic compounds. They are released by the food we eat, and all vitamins in existence are required for optimum health. On the other hand, minerals are inorganic compounds. They help with bone growth and formation, and only some minerals are required for optimum health. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that is absorbed by lipids. The main source of this nutrient is sun rays absorbed through the skin. Very few foods contain vitamin D, but consumption of oily fish and foods fortified artificially can help with obtaining this nutrient. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is a water-soluble substance absorbed by water. This nutrient is beneficial for bone and cartilage repair, helps healing wounds, and supports the immune system. Foods containing citric acid like oranges and lemons are enriched with this nutrient. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, also a water-soluble substance. It is vital for brain and nerve function and the process of blood formation. This nutrient is only naturally derived from animal products such as meat, dairy, and eggs. However, vegetarians and vegans can obtain this nutrient from products chemically fortified with it, like cereals and multivitamins. Minerals. Minerals are inorganic compounds. That means contain no carbon, but are just as important for maintaining homeostasis throughout the body systems. 3 of the most commonly known minerals are iron. Iron is needed by all the body's cells. It transports hemoglobin, helps to transport hemoglobin, and carries oxygen from the lungs to other parts of the body. Foods rich with iron are red meats, beans, and green leafy vegetables. Sodium is another mineral. It helps to control blood pressure and volume, and is needed for muscle formation. Foods high in this nutrient or this mineral is milk, celery, and beets. Potassium. Potassium is key for regulation of nerve function and muscle control, and also helps with blood pressure. It is also important for water and other mineral balance, and it helps reduce the risk of heart disease. Some foods rich with this nutrient are bananas, broccoli, potatoes, and dark leafy green vegetables like spinach. And let's not forget about water. Not really considered a nutrient, but it is very important. It is actually a micro substance. a macro substance most needed. Water is the most needed macro nutrient needed to maintain homeostasis throughout the body. The human body is about 60% water, and no system can function without it. The body can go days or sometimes even weeks without food, but only 2 to 3 days without water. For maximum health, about 8 glasses of water are needed daily. RDA. RDA are recommended daily allowance of nutrients. It is a system developed to ensure that we all get adequate intake of key nutrients to maintain optimum health. In recent years, some modifications have been made to this system to account for that not everybody has the same dietary needs. Children's dietary needs differ from adults, and people with acute or chronic disease dietary needs differ from one another. A more broad system was derived to consider these factors. That system included AI, which is adequate intake. This established when evidence is sufficient to develop an RDA and is set at a level assumed to ensure nutritional adequacy. Tolerable upper intake, maximum daily intake, unlikely to cause adverse health effects. Thank you for listening to my video. Here's a resource page.